Good morning. Welcome to today's broadcast. My name is Dorothy Harvey. I'm the Information Officer for Great Basin Team 4. Our lineup for today is Tim Howell, Operations, Great Basin Team 4. Jeremy Michael, Meteorologist. Jordan Reeser, Marin County Fire. Brant Wolfen, Agency Administrator. And Gabe Cordelou, Incident Commander Trainee. I will turn it over to Tim.
Good morning, Tim Howell. Before I go into what we accomplished yesterday and what we plan on accomplishing today, wanted to do a quick review of the fire footprint and some geographical references for the fire. Division Charlie, for all intents and purposes, is the Limiter Road. Our division break is here around the Bear Valley Visitor Center. And then Division Tango is the Bear Valley Trail. Yesterday, all crews and engines were engaged, actively monitoring and patrolling the fire. With the cooler, cloudier, smokier weather, we've been able to feel good enough about most parts of the fire to where we're starting to pool some of the areas that have been plumbed with hose on the Tango and the Charlie areas. Tomorrow, we do have planned to, we have an area of cured grass that's very close to the visitor center. We're planning to do a burning operation there. It's about 1 acre. That's going to help remove that for any future issues that a fire or a spot fire that we unplanned, it would take that out of our concern. So that's what we got done yesterday. Today, we're more monitoring. We're going to be really focusing on this Division Charlie area, removing more hose, and the hose that we are keeping in place is to monitor and to take care of additional hotspots. Had some questions come up since the last time we briefed. There's 2 questions. One, I'm going to defer to one of our local cooperators who'll be speaking on that. But the first question was plans and expectations concerning the remaining 5% of the uncontained perimeter. So that's going to be right up there on Division Charlie, just off the Limiter Road. So our plans for that over the next several days is to continue monitoring and patrolling. That is an area that we will not be pulling the fire hose out of. So we're going to continue to mopping up those hot spots, get in there with our tree fallers and removing all the hazard trees. And we feel quite confident that over the next 4 to 5 days that we'll be able to really get in there and start feeling a lot better about that area. And we'll see how the containment goes from there. That's all from ops.
Good morning, everyone. Jeremy Michael, Incident Meteorologist. So first off, this will be my last full operational day. I will be transitioning out tomorrow, so I wanted to thank everyone for their warm hospitality. It was nice running into some of y'all in the community and all the signs and everything, so that was much appreciated. And I've enjoyed being here supporting your local communities. And I would also like to welcome here in the next, every other day when we do these public meetings, Phil Manuel will be taking over for me as I head home. And you'll be in really good hands. He was working on the 2016 Sobranis fire, so he knows all too well about the marine layer and coastal and mountain interactions. So a little bit more of the smoke has got out of here today. It's not as smoky, but the air quality is still very unhealthy, or unhealthy to very unhealthy each morning. So again, if you're sensitive to that, you're going to want to take those precautions, contact your local health department, look online for those smoke resources, check the smoke outlook that's coming out every day that's posted on the Point Reyes National Seashore Facebook page and Twitter page. That will give you all the information you need to know regarding smoke. In terms of the weather the next few days, with the less smoke, we'll see more sun. We'll also have additional warming and drier conditions over the next couple days. And then as a storm system kind of gathers some strength off the Pacific coastline, we'll see more of an onshore flow, and what that will do is bring a deeper marine layer. And if you all know around here, you get a deeper marine layer, you start to get more of the fog, the stratus, and we're looking at even occasional drizzle each morning and night with that increased moisture. And that looks to stay around most, if not all, of next week. All right, thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Jordan Reeser with Marin County Fire Department. A few things today from the county and the local cooperating agencies. One is to continue thanks to the Great Basin team that's doing an outstanding job for us here in the community. So the fire started a month ago, Sunday morning, which would be tonight. The lightning storm came through. So we've already been into this a month. And I think the smoke is going to persist for quite a while interior on this. So I think we've discussed it in the past, but as we progress into the future here, and there are islands within the fire perimeter that continue to hold heat and smoke, we want to make sure that the community knows that we are here with it. There will be people assigned to this fire until the smoke is out. So please do not feel the need to call 911 or make emergency calls that you're seeing fire potentially or smoke. We're well aware of that, and we will be monitoring it and on site through the duration of the fire. So the question that came up earlier, which I was going to just touch on a little bit, was some concern or people's interest in the impacts to the fire on the landscape here and the plants and animals. And that goes pretty in depth into a lot of stuff. And the Park Service will be posting stuff in the future about the impacts and some of the benefits. And I think it's critical to remember this was a natural lightning caused fire, and the community here, the vegetation community, plants and animals, etc. This is a fire adapted ecosystem, and it is reliant on fire. It needs fire to regenerate itself as part of its natural processes. So the fire effects, I wouldn't classify devastation has occurred out here on the landscape. Much of what we see on the news, obviously relating to the impacts of fire on humans and people and infrastructure, is devastating. This is a little bit of a different scenario out here, and I think the benefits will be seen for a long time. It is a natural part of the system, and it's there hasn't been a lot of high intensity fire, a lot of good fire, if there is such a thing, and there is such a thing. So we're really happy with the results from the effects of the naturally caused fire. So please continue to bring up questions, and we'll do our best to answer them in the short time frames we have here. And just thank you for all the continued support.
There's a problem with the microphone. Still not working. Sorry. Need to switch to a different audio input.
How about now? It looked like it was off. Test.
There we go.
1, 2. All right. Sorry about that. Again, I'm Gabriel Considine Quarterly, Incident Commander Trainee with Great Basin, Nevada, Team 4. We've been here about a week, but I know, as Jordan said, this is about a month anniversary into this fire. And so I really appreciate all of y'all's patience with the various incident command teams that have come through here and all the support that we've seen from the local community. I was out yesterday and talked to some people and still getting a lot of good support from the locals. As Tim said, you can tell that we're starting to ramp down our operations a little bit, pulling a little bit of hose.
moving around, looking at doing some rehabilitation efforts here and there. But there is still some potential out there, especially some hazards to our firefighters, and that's our first priority is our safety of our firefighters and the public. So there are snags, various bees, and some hazards that they're still encountering out there, as well as lots of poison oak. So as they continue to do a lot of work, I remember that they're having a long fire season. There's a unprecedented amount of wildfire going along the West Coast right now, and these guys are probably going to be going on to more fires once they're done here. So again, we really appreciate all your support and understand that we're not done here yet. But our goal is to have this thing well wrapped up and looking towards a strong containment date towards the end of next week. And I think, like Jordan did say, though, there will be some smoke still punking around in the interior of this fire. So just understand that there will be still a little bit of activity even as we leave and turn it back to the local unit. Again, we thank you for your support and hope to see more out in the future. And please direct any more questions to our local PIOs via Facebook or other virtual platforms. Thanks again.
There's not many changes, but the statistics for today are the fire is at 910 acres, 4,910 acres. It's 95% contained, has 121 personnel on it. There's 1 hand crew, 10 engines, and 1 water tender. We will not be having the broadcast tomorrow, but we will be back on Monday. Just check out our schedule on our Facebook page. Thanks again for joining us.